Hello. Hello, Chris. Hello, Adam. I was worried about that one. Dude. Hello, Puzzle Kitty. The Sawtooth Ghost. This is definitely the Sawtooth Ghost moment, if I've ever seen one. Oh, I forgot to mash. I can only do 2 things at once. So, like, I started thinking about something, and then I still had to play Angel Game. So that was my 2 things, so I forgot to mash. I can play Angel Game and mash. Or I can mash and think about something. Or I can play Angel Game and think about something, but I cannot do all 3 of those things at once. I only have 2 brains. By which I mean 2 brain cells. I think. This is... We're all thinking about it? What are we thinking about? I'm pretty sure we're not all thinking about it. How's the run going so far? This run is pretty solid so far, I gotta say. Pretty much perfect. What are you thinking about? You're thinking about melee. Glad I could answer that for you. Guys, today I took my first step towards becoming a yogurt male. I ate 1 bite of yogurt today. For the first time in many months. Thinking about becoming a yogurt male. What is this buzzing sound I'm hearing? Is this a symptom of becoming a yogurt male? Do I like yogurt? Not really. Not really, but I'm trying to like it. I just said the run is going really well. What the hell, man? Do you even listen to anything I say? Puzzle Kitty does really seem to know what the :B emote means. I guess that's just kind of a normal a normal thing. But yeah, I eat a kind of obscene amount of ice cream. And it would probably be healthier for me if I could replace some to all of that with yogurt. Because that much sugar is probably not good. The cacao train. Based ghost. Whoops. You telling me to put cacao? Okay, stupid question. Is cacao the same as chocolate? I realize this is an incredibly stupid question. But like, there's some other thing that's like almost chocolate, but it's not. So what's the difference between cacao and cocoa? I guess is my question. Yo, Victor. The raw, minimally processed form of the cacao bean. Cocoa is the processed form. Okay. Okay. I don't know if I'm into that raw bean. Don't think I've ever hit the raw bean like that before. I wish you the best of luck, my dude. What if I just play off my bean right now? Just go completely insane and play off completely off of my bean. Like spinning at the door for no reason. What if this is the most beaned out run you've ever... This is the most beaned out run you've ever seen. I don't really know what I'm saying anymore. What one spoonful of yogurt does to a male. One single bite of yogurt. But yeah, I might investigate the caca powder strats for my yogurt. That's like a slightly more direct replacement for my chocolate ice cream strats, so kinda, it only makes sense. The stream is super real. Trust. Yo Taffel. Yo Perp. Thanks for the good lucks. Nice movement. Jesus. What? That wasn't right? Oh, I must be in... Oh, I just ruined everything. I guess I was not in the right spot at all there? I don't know how that happened. Oh, God. Well, this run's terrible. And it's also the only run. Dabbing in. Hello, Kuroshi. Dabbing in the Sawtooth rainbow. This is not a rainbow, though. This is poopy ass. This is the Sawtooth poopy ass. Backup route. Backup route gaming. Guys, I hope you're excited for the next arc of twitch.tv/the sausage plays Majora's fucking Mask. I just added the word fucking simply because Kuroshi just said it for no reason. Straight up just pulled that directly from Kuroshi's comment. I'm such an empath. I'm dead serious, man. It's going quite well. It's actually it's actually a disaster in many ways in my life right now. However, it's all good. We roll with the punches. I probably should have gone the other way. Huh. We're doing one of these. Hitting one of these. Oh yeah, classic. So classic. Jebaited again? When have I ever jebaited anyone? Thank you for the good luck, Toyful. Surely it's at least one solid attempt past aliens. Well, we could be here all night. If we're waiting for one solid attempt past aliens. Damn. No one would ever do that, Chris. That doesn't sound like a real story. Yeah, I'm still waiting for one of them to advertise expensive viewers. Or, you know, high class viewers. Certified GMO free organic viewers. Thanks, Don. That's really did not need that to happen right now. I've got some pretty top of the line chatters here, I gotta say. Like, per, you know, the quality of the average chatter here is very high compared to any other stream, I feel like. Like, show me another stream where the average chatter is remotely as based as they are in here. I'm not just saying that. I'm not just sucking you guys off for no reason. It just is like that, man. Kai Cenat has some good... Kai Cenat? Whatever. However the fuck you say his name. Guy's not even... What the... What was that? Oh, thanks for that, Con. Yeah, Kai Cenat does not have good chatters. If the chat goes too fast, it automatically destroys the quality of the chat. Like, no matter what. Like, no one is going to... If the entire chat scrolls past in 1 second total, why would anyone ever put any amount of effort into a chat message when it's just gonna be drowned in a sea of stupid emotes? Yo, Nile. Thank you. How about this time loss, though? Just wanted to scare away the extra chatters who we didn't need. With a big red split. That's why I made that mistake. Dude, that gainer was actually swag as hell. I wish I knew wish I knew how I did it. Some chats have like 400 viewers, but like 300 of them are asleep. You know, people who stream through the night, like everyone's just asleep. None of this is fun, Taffel. This is all dead serious. This is all serious work. Yeah, dude, the late night stream raid situation is such a partner hack. It's such a Twitch partner hack. You go on and you see these people who have like 2 chatters, but they have like 600 viewers. Because everyone ends their stream while they're streaming. You know? If you stream at the time when everyone else ends their stream, you just get a billion raids. And you accumulate sleeping viewers. Then you have partner for free. Nice, Teufel. Thank you for the correction, Taffel. I don't know who DJC is. Is that a DJ? Music streamer? A no-hit speedrunner. Gotcha. Speedrun Cooking Mama at 4 a.m. Holy based? Wait, I need to see this. Yo, congrats on your badge, Teufel. Which will not show, by the way, because you have the other thing. I can see the emote. Engineer emote. Trying to figure out how deep we are. Everyone is, feels like everyone loves Puzzle Kitty so much more ever since we found out she's a bot. Yeah, I'm wondering how many of you guys are sliding into Puzzle Kitty's DMs. The best thing you could say to glaze the streamer? Dude, there's infinite things you could say. I'm so easy to glaze. Wait. Backing up. Backing up. No, I mean like, you know, I have so many positive qualities. I have so many positive qualities that it's very easy to find good things to say about me. Just gotta take your pick. But don't glaze me, bro. That's gay as hell. Yeah. Puzzle Kitty doesn't want to show Ghost on stream. Everyone would love to see Ghost. This is all masks with no major glitches. Dude, insane lag. No, major glitch in this game is considered to be just I'm actually gonna cry right now. When we say major glitch, we just mean the two glitches that let you like basically finish the game immediately. Because everything is small compared to those. Yeah, there are two different glitches in this game that if you allow either one of them, the run basically just becomes like you do one trick to get a ton of items in your inventory and then warp to the moon, and that's it. What the fuck? What the fuck? I can't. This is too bad. I actually just can't. I cannot do this. Do I just... I can't reset. I'm only doing one run. I feel terrible. I've failed every failable thing in this run, dude. I have just enough explosives to continue this. This is so bad, though. Hello, Monk. We cannot get a free run redo. I'm trying to fix my sleep schedule tonight. I have played Jeff Mentor games. I'm a bit of a Space Giraffe enjoyer. I haven't gotten like crazy deep into it, but I have like cleared the game. Like you can get really good at scoring in that game. I have not done that, but it's a cool game. I also like there's another one that I like pretty well that I feel like is underrated. Oh, I think Tempest 4000 is insanely underrated. I actually like had second place on the leaderboard in that game Which is not saying much, but the #1 guy on the leaderboard is like his Steam name is like Tempest Fan 69 or something. So I felt like I basically had world record in that game. Because that just doesn't count if that's your whole damn life, bro. It's like how the Majora's Mask leaderboards need to have a split for people who have a wife and people who have a life and all that, as we were discussing before. Anyway, yeah, Tempest 4000 is really good. I've played other ones and they were like fine. There's one that's like you're like a llama jumping up forever, or maybe you're jumping up and then you go back down. I can't remember. I don't know. I've played a bit of some other ones and they were like pretty fun, but nothing that I would want to play for an extended period of time, I guess. I want to play Moose Life, and I'm not sure if there's another one that I want to play by him. Adam, I could see you getting really into Tempest 4000. Well, getting into shmups is more important. Can I get around his fucking foot? Do you what you're describing is like there are shmups with tech like that, but they're gonna be a lot harder to get into. Like, they're not gonna be as immediately appealing. So you might not want to look for something like that as your first shmup to get into. You know what I'm saying? But there's shmups with crazy tech, dude. Even just like I'm sure this is not the. I'm sure there's better examples than this, but like I was playing Mushihime-sama, however you say that, and like there's really weird stuff you can do with like the different shot types and pulsing different shots for this period of time to like combine the shot types and like there's like all kinds of weird stuff in that game. And then there's stuff where like people like mash. Maybe that might just be like if you play on the original arcade version, you have to mash like 10 times per second while also doing other cancer timed stuff. But like, I mean, if you want to get into Mushihime-sama for that type of stuff, Adam, you gotta like look up the guide by the world record holder. But there is like a big detailed guide on all that stuff on the Shmups forum. First-person dungeon crawlers. Dude, I feel like so many people who like first-person dungeon crawlers show up in my chat. I feel like I see way more of you guys in my chat than anywhere else on the internet. Like everywhere else on the internet combined. Puzzle Kitty is just too based, man. Don't play Ikaruga, Adam. Do not play Ikaruga. You will... Well, maybe Maybe you'd get into it more than I did, actually. It feels so annoyingly grindy to me. Well, I'll just say why I don't like Ikaruga. It's just so memorization based. It's just so memorization based. It's like insane. You really have to route that bitch extremely tightly. And if you make one mistake, your whole shit is ruined. And previous world record before 112. 113. I lowered the world record from I think 113.50 by Thomas to what it is now, 112.52, but I didn't lower it all at once. I had like several in between records that were like lower 113s. It was like 8 months of grinding. Like 8 straight months of grinding. But like I had played the game before, like it's not like I picked up the game and got it in 8 months. I turned a frame too much. What the hell is that? Well, if you're here for impressive world records, maybe come back another day. Because this is the only run today and it's absolutely terrible. But it's fine, I'll be back tomorrow. What? Did I release the control stick? Is that what just happened? No, why would that matter? I don't really understand what just happened. Yo, congrats on your PB, Monk. What is your PB in Angel? Yeah, Adam, I think Mushihime-sama on the original mode, the original difficulty, which is probably the best place to start no matter what. That should be pretty low on memorization. But on Maniac difficulty, which to me is where the game peaks, there's definitely some stuff that you will want to memorize. But like there's a practice mode you can go in and just do a stage by itself, which is good in my opinion. But yeah, if you own it on Steam, there's no reason not to try it. You should also try a Toho game though. But I guess you've seen enough Toho to know if that's something you get excited about. 62? I mean, that's something. It's not terrible. That's like deep enough to really be feeling it, in my opinion. If your PB is like 40, you're probably not deep enough. You're probably not good enough at the game to like really be feeling it, you know? Really get excited about it. But like a minute or more, that's kind of the tipping point, maybe. Yo, Simon. I don't know what pi block is. Who else saw the first stream? I'm trying to remember who was here for the first stream. I remember some gay guy was flirting with me. I think Moist Goulash might have been here for the very first stream. I think Sample Name might have been here for the very first stream, actually. It was a pretty productive Monday, I would say. Nobody has actually ever played the early Toho games. I mean, true. There's not a reason to, right? The most complicated mod. I see. Yo, Tanner. Thank you for the good luck. Too technical. I thought those games were like kind of simplistic. Am I wrong? Toho 1 through 5? We're talking about like 12 different games at once, sorry. Could this run get any worse, man? I was talking about the early Toho games on the PC 98 or whatever it is. Never ask an e-girl her age. That might not work. Just kidding. Why? Why is it so comfy having a fucking chat button here, man? Watch me post this from all my accounts. Adam, did you get Puzzle Kitty to like stop posting as many emotes? Because I feel like the emotes were like separation markers between the different parts of the message sometimes. Like here at the back with coffee, it feels like there's supposed to be an emote after the failing, after the word failing. Yeah. Must just be a random tangent. I feel like Puzzle Kitty has said stuff like that before, like bad at judging the pace. And if I were running any other category, it would have been a dead giveaway that something weird was happening. But the fact that it's this category, it like makes perfect sense to be bad at judging the pace. Very curious how bad this run's gonna be. I guess it's been kind of okay since... Like, the very beginning of the segment was terrible. It started coming together, sorta. I don't really remember exactly. I failed the second sirloin slide, I remember that. Wouldn't say I'm in the zone, though. This evening. Will I ever run OOT? I'm interested, but I think I would do a lot more MM first before I play a different game. But I am interested in trying OT for sure. But like, it would just take a lot of time to get up to similar level, similar skill level in that game. think I need the 111 in any percent, and I think I need a 419. That's probably not realistic. I probably need a Whirl Recce in 100% as well. My spawn drop. Simon, thanks for the 500 bits, my dude. Hello, Misa. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the broadcast. That was my reaction as well, Tito. Really appreciate the support, Simon. We're in there. Did I actually talk soft? I'm hard as hell, guys. Wait. Yeah, I'm dating Puzzle Kitty. My favorite e-girl bot. I mean e-girl. I don't know why I said bot. What am I doing? I didn't shoot it again? Am I stupid? Is it the one? Was it the one behind the barn again? I actually just killed 2 runs in a row to this? We're actually in a time loop? Okay, hang on, I'm just gonna write this down. Because I can fix this. I mean, it was, look, the pace was terrible, right? The pace was terrible, but... yeah. I didn't miss one on the left, right? It was the one behind the barn and I just forgot to shoot it. Yeah. Yeah. I hope I can recover as well. I might never recover. Okay, who wants to see... Press 1 if you want to see Guange. Press 2 if you want to see Angel Game. Press 3 if you want me to end the stream. Press 4 if you want to gift 100 subs to make me play something else. See you later, Green. Okay. Alright. Alright, we'll play Angel Game. Angel Game 2. Yeah. I played a little bit of it. It's pretty funny. I don't think I'm gonna play that though right now. When there's a PB to get in Angel Game 1. Do we need music today or are we just locking in raw? I'm locking in raw. Someone posted in my Discord, K-Monk. You can find it there if you're in there. It's a meme. It is a meme. It was made in 2 seconds. And it sucks. I mean, it's funny. It's a good meme. Not that this game wasn't made in 2 seconds, but this game is good. Dude, I kind of want to play like a good puzzle game. Maybe I should finally play Can of Wormholes. Maybe that'd be a good stream game. Scary. Dude, I'm fucked. What the? Misa. um. Not sure what to say to that. Except, I will, deny these allegations. See you later. See you later, Simon. In theory, you could eventually PB by just sitting still the entire game. Might want to run the numbers on that. Might want to run the statistics. I can't handle Porter Robinson. Okay, well have fun pressing the reset button until the heat death of the universe. If you're trying to get a 150 plus without moving. I actually could have survived there. Well, I've tried it a little bit, just for giggles, you know. You can get to like 10 seconds pretty easily. I'm sure someone's gotten to like 20. Something like that. Maybe just like 15, I don't know. I had a feeling, but I didn't see another way. Yikes, bro. Well, I'm not gonna ban you, Misa. Probably. Not gonna ban you off of that. Not even gonna give you a strike. Scary. Oh, I should probably change the category, I just remembered. Although there is some Majora's Mask in the background, you know. Man. Come on, man. Gonna change the category. Yeah, sorry, I only have time. Only had time for. But we'll be back tomorrow. Honestly, I might not have that much time tomorrow either. I'm getting some good practice in early in the days for my next arc. But yeah, I might not have a lot of time for runs again tomorrow. Day after that should be good. Jesus. So I'm a little bit surprised everyone voted for Angel Game because Guange has the nice music. Guange's got the soundtrack. But this game is definitely nicer to watch than Guange. Also, probably most people haven't even seen me play Guange at all. Also, I'm shit at Guange still. I did learn stage 4 to a reasonable level of competence offline. And I also tried out the girl character, who seems to be just way better than the guy I was playing as. No. Wasn't close at all. I was not scared. Wasn't scared? Why did I go right there, dog? Why? I just kind of got a little bit behind. There were like so many bullets to pay attention to there. Such a small time frame. I just kind of got behind. Didn't see that one at the top in time. I think that's what happened. Alright, Adam, start the Mushi stream, and I'll raid you. Start the Mushi stream right now. I'll raid you with all my sleeping viewers. Bro's probably too busy eating his yogurt. I can't believe it, man. So stupid. So stupid. I'm not a bot, but I guess hypothetically. I mean, watched him fly through these levels. Yeah, she's very defensive. Reminds me of Chris. Puzzle Kitty with being a bot is just like Chris with being an anti-Semite. Although that was a little bit more of a direct accusation by me, so it's kind of reasonable to be a bit. Nah, I'm just playing. It's all good. I'm sure there are no Nazi sympathizers lurking in this community. Now the moist is gone, at least. Okay. Let's lock back into the video game, man. This is terrible. I needed to cut through there and it was not possible, maybe. I think if I were like an actual god at reading patterns like instantaneously, there was a way to get over to the left like one cycle earlier. on that last run. I'm not sure if there's a human being who could have done that, but it seemed like it. Okay, now that was just horseshit. Seemed like it would have been possible. That was 100,000% horseshit right there. Can you just give me a break, please? That one run, I mean, it gave me a great run. It gave me a great seed, and I really just threw it away. It's very hard to stay locked in after these kind of mistakes. These are really bad. I was playing well at first. We'll see if I get a second wind in the next few attempts if I start playing better again. If not, we might be done. Yikes. What is this lag? I think that was impossible. Yeah, sometimes. Yeah, a little bit, Monk. Word association? Okay, Puzzle Kitty is now just copying what other people say. Just straight up copying. The only real chat game is FMK. That's the only battle-tested, tried and true, high-quality chat game, I think. Also, the game where you try to bait the streamer into canceling himself. Which often overlaps with FMK. This is just a perfect game. It's insane how perfect this game is to me. It's so good. I feel like I say this half the time, half the days I play it. It's just a beautiful game. Any dings? Any desktop dings? Desktop ding? Getting nervous now, man. No, 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 no. Cherry blossoms. Just like it's like a tree, or like the flowers of the cherry blossom. Do I like how they look? I guess. I don't, I'm not really into flowers. I haven't read enough Proust to be a true flower enjoyer. Yeah, GG's. FMK, Angel, Link, and Tulip Guy. Now this is something right here. Puzzle Kitty is taking a nap right now. Okay, FMK, Angel, Link, and Tulip Guy. I mean, when there's some kind of supernatural being in the as an option, you know, when there's a supernatural being involved, you kind of have to F it, right? Just to see what's up. I've answered this way many times to many FMKs in the past. You have to F an angel. Like what the lips do. Yeah, the lips. Yeah, I'm killing Tulip Guy. I'm marrying Link. I'm marrying Link. Can I marry Linkle? Linkle's kind of cute, right? Is that cheating? Kill Link? Are you serious, man? What is that? No, Link is super dependable. I mean, other than like when he wanders off into the woods and falls into a hole and never comes back. But, you know, that's when he was like 10. We're assuming that he's going to be an adult when I marry him, right? Right. Although we already figured out the loophole for for this. So that it's... You know what, I'm not going to get into this again. I'm not going to... Not getting into it. I actually don't really remember the details. I just remember there was some FMK where the only way to not make it extremely offensive, or the only way to not do something incredibly unethical was to marry a child. and we figured out the way to make it make that not bad. I'm trying to remember the details. But I also don't want to remember the details because I'm trying not to get canceled again right now. Dude! Okay, the screen just moved for me big time. Why would I go in between there? Like, what was I thinking? Sometimes I really do just make it more difficult for no reason. There was an opening. There was an opening. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's crazy. It's crazy how much, game design has advanced a lot. I mean, in a way it hasn't, because if you look at the mainstream, game design has actually gotten worse. But game design has advanced a lot among the few of us who understand. If you look at the best games from the 1970s and the best games today, a lot of the best games today, a lot, maybe not. I was thinking like most of them, but maybe not most of them. But there's a decent number of really good games, like good indie games from recent years that could have basically existed, mostly unchanged gameplay wise, in like the 80s. And there's like no games that good that actually came out in the 80s. But then again, like, no one really appreciates this game, do they? Like, does the developer of this game even appreciate this game? It's like listed way down on their itch page. Like, they have like 20 games on there, and this is like the second to last one on the list. And I don't think it's sorted by release date either. Maybe it is, actually. It just seems like... It just kind of seems like people don't care. People appreciate Syncopaws, though. There's a significant group of people who really appreciate Syncopaws, although I would argue that you only appreciate it more the deeper you get into it, even long past the point where like almost anyone has gotten to. Like, I just feel like looking at the top scores, I feel like there's a lot more people could go a lot deeper on that game, but just even just getting enough into it to get like a 1000 or something like that, that's you understand the game at that point, basically. How did I find it? Sylvie, for some of her recent games, Sylvie has been doing like a design write-up basically like explaining the entire design process of the game, and those have been very interesting. And one of the most recent ones, I guess it was Funeral Song for the Elemental Lords. The write-up for that game, she said that the best boss fight in the game, one of my favorite parts of the game, certainly the best boss fight in the game, was inspired by this. So I decided to check it out. I mean, I play pretty much anything Sylvie recommends. That's my entire gaming my entire gaming practice these days, other than Majora's Mask. My entire gaming practice these days is just whatever Sylvie recommends and whatever Sylvie releases. That's not true. I mean, like I said, I'm playing Guange. And playing Guange, and just tried out the game Lingo the other day. Didn't like it at all, but I did try it. Sometimes another game catches my interest. That seemed pretty bad. That seemed pretty cursed. How did Sylvie find it? The creator, I assume Sylvie follows the creator and plays all their games, because the creator of Angel Game is also the creator of a game called Love, which is a like masocore platformer that Sylvie really likes. I thought it was okay. I mean, I thought it was well designed, but like it's definitely targeted at masocore platformer fans, which I'm not really one. Thank you for the good luck, Tom. But yeah, I don't... Like, to me, this game was like instantly... I just instantly understood that the game was amazing. I didn't necessarily instantly understand that it was going to be my favorite. No, I feel like I instantly was completely in love with this game. So it kind of... You know, you play Syncopause. You know, at some point playing Syncopause, you realize it's one of the greatest games ever made. And but looking back, you can kind of think, oh, well, it was kind of confusing. It was really confusing at first. It was hard to get into. There's a lot of things about it, you know, that make it makes sense that people don't appreciate that game the way that they should. It makes sense that most people can't get into it. It makes sense that most people don't even care about it. But this game, like, it's so immediate, I feel like. I guess it's... I mean, it gets better. It gets better as you, like, understand the risk-reward dynamics and stuff. But it also feels immediate in the way that, like, you know, Flash games, like, people will play bad Flash games that are in many ways like this. Is it really just the RNG that just feels bad to people? I don't really understand. Yeah, that's an interesting point. I wonder if this game could still be huge today on the right platform somehow. You know, like this could be an iOS game. Right? I don't think it would be huge on iOS now, but like maybe in 2012 it would have been huge on iOS or something. Can you guys hear the sneezing, by the way? Oh man. But yeah, I think I'm gonna really. Well, I shouldn't speak too soon, but I can see myself getting pretty deep into Guange. I don't know. It's at some point it'll probably require a lot of practice, grinding, whatever, to get better. Jesus Christ. I think I am gonna go for like a full chain one credit clear though. Seems fun. No way. Okay. If that had hit me, I would have actually cried. Any dings coming up? I have no idea how long it's been, honestly. No. Wasn't even that close to the ding. Yeah. Yeah. No, I don't put it in the same tier. Well, no, it's obviously Syncopause is a way bigger game, way deeper game, I guess. But like this game has a similar like density to it and has the same density to it, and it has the same like always interesting. Yeah, it's always interesting. I guess that's kind of the same thing as density. Yeah, it's just always challenging. It's very often interesting. It doesn't it never loses my interest, never loses my attention. It's yeah, and there's nothing else like it, you know? There's nothing that quite there's more that's like there's more that's like this than there is that's like Syncopause, but yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Syncopause is way deeper, but it also takes longer to get into, so there's kind of a trade-off there. But dude, I just want more games like this. Like this kind of format, I mean. Anything in the spectrum of this to Syncopause. know why I thought that was a good idea. But yeah, it's kind of different with this game. It's not like ideas is not really the right way to think about what makes this game get better. Like this game gets more enjoyable as you get deeper into it, not because you're discovering new ideas, but because you get better at processing more. You get better at the core skills, which allows you to do more complex brain moves. You know, you can handle more. You know, you can things that at first had to be done consciously, processing steps that had to be conscious at first become subconscious, and then the more of those become subconscious, the more you can, the more complicated things you can do, the more, yeah, you start to be able to pull off more exciting, cooler things. It's not new ideas, but it's just like getting better. I don't know if that's exactly related to anything you were saying, but I think there's I think the discovering new ideas rhetoric that you see in the puzzle game, the thinky puzzle games community, those types of people. I'm not necessarily saying that you're thinking like this, Monk, but there's people in that community and stuff that like their whole idea of what is good about games is like how many ideas, it's like how many unique ideas per second the game can pump into your brain or can like force you to grapple with or whatever. And that always gives, you know, I think that's a very narrow view of what is interesting and good about games. Wasn't sure if I could get under that one. Like, yeah, I think there are beautiful patterns that can happen in your brain that don't really have much to do with ideas at all. And it can be interesting. You can have meta ideas. You know, you can play a game. You can play a game that has no quote unquote ideas in the sense of like a puzzle, one of those Sokoban puzzle games or whatever. You can play a game that has zero of those ideas, but then after playing it, you step back and you say, you think about your experience playing the game, and you have many interesting ideas, you know, and that's interesting. That's cool. That sounds like a good game. You know, you just thinking about, just reflecting on what was happening in your brain as you got good at the game and how you can continue to get good at it and stuff like that. I guess the how you can continue to get good at it is kind of part of the game. I don't know, I got kind of lost in my argument here, but hopefully you understand what I mean. I don't know why I just went directly into that. Okay. This is the last run. For real, for real. I'm super dead. That was bullshit. I'm doing another one. Last one, though. Okay, I was reading the chat. Last one. bro. No. One more. I felt like I played that really well and it was kind of bullshit. Okay, one more. One more, man. Don's getting super bopped soon, though. I can feel it. Absolutely feel it. The 300 is coming up. I could have survived that. That one was my fault. So we will end it. End our suffering there. Go. Go do nothing. No, actually, no. Go here. I don't know why he's playing Spelunky 1 now instead of Spelunky 2, but go tell him good luck. Bye-bye. Be back tomorrow. Probably just for one run again. You'll go play Angel Game. Yeah, try to get a better record before I bop you. It's definitely happening. Oh, poker is a good example of that kind of process. I think there are a lot of ideas in poker. I mean, yeah, no, maybe you're right. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, talk about it another time. Good night.